World War Polo Entertainment Group. What's up with it? Um, I just want to come to y'all, give y'all this little piece of my thinking that been inspired to say. I guess I don't know. It's, it's more to being an OG than just getting old. It's more to being an OG than just being old. Like, it's more to being an OG than these gray hairs or me hanging around young dudes or them hanging around me, however that works. It's a give and take thing. Or still wearing Jordans or, dressing in a certain kind of way. I guess a lot of people say like that's dressing young, but I think that fashion really don't have an age. And you are who you are, more or less, right? If you're a Bama, you don't outgrow that, right? Like, so I guess I think it should work the other way too, right? But it's more to being an OG than just getting old, right? Like we sit here and we push the young dudes a lot of times saying what they should and shouldn't do. Go out and make these good efforts and make these great changes and be aspiring to the people that's younger than them, and they got all this energy and life is that they, but we fail to realize if we are day leaders, then we should be doing the same thing. Like, I'm 40 years old, and when I grew up, that was kind of unheard of, even really talking to people that we still deem to be halfway cool, halfway not square, halfway like a person that's like, dang, he like an older version of me, right? That was unheard of. Like, a lot of people got locked up and a lot of people got killed. So it was like a whole big generation gap. So like, if you made it to 30, it was like, that was like the promised land. No one knew what was on the other side of that age. It just seemed like you just gonna fall off the map or something. Like you make it to 30, like, shoot yourself in the head. Life is over, right? But then we get to, finessing, y'all call it finessing, and we get to moving and grooving, making certain choices in our life that allow us to get to 30. And that was scary. So then we spend the next 10 years, like me, and maybe some people I know, but I guess I'm speaking on myself, spend the next 10 years of waiting for death to just come, waiting for the belt, waiting for the ass whooping, like waiting for tragedy, waiting for a cloud to take on some type of depth and formation and drop on our head, right? Because for no other reason than we 30 years old, right? And no one was there to really teach us that, it's a pivotal time from 30 to 40 that you can be making some good strong decisions, you know what I mean? Like, that can help you in your future and give people that behind you a stronger willpower to be around through their 30s. Because I think a lot of decision making from when you're a teenager, from when you're 20, is because the doubt in your mind of getting old. It ain't nothing to get old for, so you don't really have a lot to aspire to, you know what I mean? But as a 40-year-old, coming through them 30s with not as many problems as far as, physical, like getting shot at or like getting robbed or getting locked up a whole lot and stuff like that. It was more about like putting your dream together, maybe developing a strategy to get your credit right, building some bridges back that may have been crossed in earlier years when we was young and stupid, you know what I mean? And now that when you turn 40 years old, it's like, it's a whole new world out there. I said this to say, right, at 40 years old, I decided I want to be a film director. I decided I want to be a movie producer, a movie script writer, an actor. I went through 40 years of my life of not letting people tell me what I can and can't do. You know what I mean? And so, like, one of the biggest things in my life was making this decision to do something that's phenomenal. It's groundbreaking. It's something that's unheard of, and to be in the reach of somebody like me. And the more that I understood that this is something that I could do for no other reason, just because I wanted to do it. That's why I could do it, right? It started to become easier, and people started to gather around our idea, and people started to, get a chair at the table. Shout out to my team, World War Polo Entertainment Group, right? A far-fetched, playful thought that's now real. We got one movie done, and we about to start doing a casting call for our new joint, Kings of DC. You know what I mean? We're going to drop the first joint soon. But I said that to say it takes more to be an OG than just getting old. You got to remember what that G was about before that O. Keeping it gangster. It wasn't always about just going hard shooting. It's about holding your ground and teaching those around you how to hold their ground, right? So if you're going to be an OG, you got to continue in your own life, in your own right, to chase your dreams and accomplish your dreams, so that the people that stopped dreaming long ago, or never was taught how to dream, or their dream turned to nightmare, they can see a better way. They can look to you like you a brighter day. You feel what I'm saying? This is the reason why these hairs turn white. Now, I've been here so long, you know what I mean? The certain things shouldn't be hard for me, to far as making decisions, because right is the way that I'm trying to go. So it don't matter how hard or how easy it is, it's the right thing to do. And so that's what I'm gonna do. And that's what I encourage all the young dudes behind me, because at the end of the day, we all been down a certain path in life. But when we get tired of going down that path because it seems like it's not leading nowhere, we need confirmation and proof that if we decide to change and turn our life around, that it's going to be worth it, right? And what proof better to have than the blueprint that's walking around you every day? The blueprint that's walking around you every day that you call your OG, right? World War Polo Entertainment Group. It's more to being an OG than just being old. You gotta keep setting the tone. We out here. I ask that y'all support the movies, because we coming. We got music coming. We coming, man. All independent, halal, legitimate money, man. Right? World War Polo Entertainment Group, we out here.